So, you've probably heard all about intermittent fasting, right? It's everywhere. But have you ever tried to make it work only to realize it just doesn't fit with a proper Indian lifestyle? Well, today, we're going to fix that. We're going to figure out how you get all the awesome benefits of fasting, but without having to say goodbye to your beloved Roti-Sabzi. You know the feeling. You hear about these 16-hour fasts, and your first thought is, wait, what? How is that even possible? Especially when dinner at your place is a solid 9 p.m. affair. It honestly feels like these plans were made for someone else entirely. But what if I told you there's a way to make it work for us? Okay, let me tell you a quick story about Priya. She was all in on the standard Western-style fasting. The plan was simple: eat between noon and 8 p.m. Sounds easy, right? But then, every single night, that familiar call would come from her mom. Beta, we've just made hot rotis. And, you just can't say no to that. So yeah, you can guess what happened. Her whole plan completely fell apart in like 2 weeks. But look, Priya's story isn't about failure. It's actually about finding a smarter, more realistic way to do things. A way that works with our culture, not against it. And that's exactly what we're going to dive into. Okay, so let's break it down. On one side, you've got the standard 16-8 method you see everywhere, a really strict 16-hour fast. But on the other, you have the Desi way, a much friendlier 13-hour fast. This gives you an 11-hour eating window. And here's the game changer. One is almost impossible with late dinners, while the other is literally built for them. That small change makes all the difference. So, how do we actually do this? Welcome to the Desi IF playbook. Forget about cutting out your favorite foods. We're going to build a simple plan around the roti and sabzi you're already eating and loving. And honestly, it all boils down to just 3 simple swaps. That's it. We're not talking about a total life overhaul here. We're just going to tweak your dinner slightly, figure out a smart way to handle that chai addiction, and then master your lunch thali. Simple. All right, first up, dinner. You can absolutely still have your 9 p.m. meal. Just try these 2 tiny changes. First, swap your usual roti for a multigrain one to get more fiber. And here's the real magic trick. Eat your bowl of dal or sabzi before you even touch the roti or rice. This little protein-first hack sends a signal to your brain that you're getting full, so you end up feeling satisfied with less. And now, the big one, chai. What do you do about chai? It's actually pretty simple. During your 13-hour fast, you can have black tea, maybe add a little cinnamon, or even some warm ajwain water. Both are great options. And when your eating window opens, go for it. Enjoy your masala chai. If you want a pro tip, try making it with a nut milk, like almond or cashew. Okay, and what about lunch? Forget about counting calories or all that complicated stuff. Just use the 50-50 thali rule. It's a super easy visual guide. Fill half your plate with vegetables and dahi, and use the other half for your roti and rice. That's it. You get a perfectly balanced meal every single time, no math required. So, the plan sounds simple enough, right? Maybe too simple? But the real question is, does it actually work? Let's look at some real results and the actual science that makes this whole thing tick. I want you to meet Rahul. He's an IT guy, works a crazy late-night shift. This means his dinner is often super late, sometimes even 11 p.m., and he'd usually just skip breakfast. He was basically the perfect person to try out this Desi IF method. And the results? Check this out. 7 kilograms. In just 4 months, Rahul dropped 7 kilos. But here's the best part, the part that really matters. He did it without giving up roti. He didn't torture himself. He just changed the timing. It just goes to show you, this is about timing, not deprivation. And there's some really powerful science here too. A study from a top institution, AIIMS, found that this gentler 13-hour fast can boost your insulin sensitivity by up to 40%. That's huge. It's a massive health benefit that's about so much more than just weight loss. It's about how your body manages energy. Okay, now this is really, really important. This method is amazing for a lot of people, but if you have an existing health condition like diabetes or PCOS, you absolutely must talk to your doctor before you try this. Seriously, your health and safety have to come first, always. All right, you've seen the playbook, you've seen the proof. Now it's time to actually do it. Let's make this ridiculously easy to get started. Look, you don't have to commit to this for a month or even a week. Just try it for 3 days. That's the challenge. Whatever time you finish your dinner tonight, just have your first meal tomorrow, 13 hours later. That's all. Just see how you feel. It's that simple to start. Let's just end on this thought. We've been conditioned to think fasting means starvation. But what if it doesn't? What if it's really just about the art of timing your meals so they work for your life, not against it? What could that one simple shift in timing do for you?